All right, good afternoon, everybody. All right, so welcome to another employment empowerment session. And this is about the second to last session that we have for the semester. We have one more session to go next week. And so this week's session, we are going to be talking on the theme health equals wealth. And we have our presenter in the forum already. So I am about to share my screen, and in sharing my screen, I'm going to be basically giving his introduction by that. So just give me a few moments while I work out sharing my screen, and right after the video presentation, which introduces the speaker for today, he will take the floor, and our speaker today is Mr. Ricardo Bailey, who is a fitness instructor, and he will be discussing the topic health equals wealth with us today.
Okay. Okay. I guess that was quite a mouthful where the introduction is concerned. But I'll be going in more details where that video is concerned. The funny thing about life is that sometimes we as individuals, we as persons, we tend to look down on jobs. And I'm speaking from a wider perspective now. I always say this, if the garbage man don't come and collect the garbage, then who's going to do it? And some persons might agree, some persons might disagree, but there's a job opportunity for everybody. That's where we're getting to. Now, is everybody hearing me, by the way? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Hello,
fine.
I'm hearing.
All right, good. So this afternoon, I'm just going to elaborate as best as I possibly can to how, with the whole COVID, the whole pandemic thing and the whole curfew, staying at home, how you can evolve from that. We're human beings, and evolution is one of the mothers of theory. Everybody always try to find out if their theory is more correct than the other. All right, so I'm a diver by profession. I'm also a combat medic by profession. I am a executive protection, or EPS, executive protection specialist by profession. Now that I'm actually sitting down here, I'm like scrolling through my head the amount of stuff that I am. But give and take the circumstances on any given day, I'm a total different person. So during the day, I'll be a fitness trainer at the gym. When it comes to in the night, I'll be bodyguarding executive personnels or assets, depending on the threat level. If it is on a weekend, I am also a range officer. So I teach persons how to handle their weapons properly, and I teach combat drills, hand-to-hand combat, tactical stuff with the weapons. Separate and apart from that, I'm just a normal individual, just a normal person. Now, why am I saying all of this? We go to school, this is the golden rule, education. Parents tell you, primary school, high school, hit the books, college. Now, you are at that stage in which you are going to be making a turning point in society. Some persons, lawyers, doctors, teacher, whatever it is. Your role is to be the best that you can be. So if you're going to sweep road, be the best road sweeper, right? And why I say this? Because you might never know the opportunity that comes up during doing your work effectively. Reach your work on time, try as best as possible not to slack off, as what we call it, all right? Now, a lot of the times, persons do not understand the importance of your job, right? For me specifically, a lot of doctors recommend persons who have stroke, who have met into car accidents, who have had some simple issues that they themselves as doctors can't correct. You will have a physiotherapist recommending persons to come to a fitness trainer as well as to trying to solve a problem. When I started fitness training, I started it as an hobby. I never saw it as a way in which I'll be making money. Because at the end of the day, I had so much, my hand was in so much different things that when I started doing fitness training, I was already way above the pendulum when it comes on to my occupations and where I'm planning to head. So just a synopsis of what took place. So when I left high school, like some of you all, I sitted out a year. Not knowing what to do, I was pretty confused. And I said, all right, then, you know, my mom said to me, say, you need to get up and do something. So I tried practical nursing. For the first year, I was the only male amongst 42 females, and I topped the course. During that process, I was introduced to psychiatric aid nursing, which is very similar to nursing, but it's more on the psyche side. During that period, Bellevue Hospital was trying to close down and getting the mentally challenged people out. So I left from there, I went to Jagas, and I did auto mechanic and auto technician 2 years. I got a scholarship, did it, while I was modifying vehicles at Kingston Industrial Garage on Spanish Town Road. I was also working in the night on the JUTC bus. So I leave from school in the day, go to KIG to reach by about 5, 6 o'clock, and leave from there and then reach the JUTC or by Spanish Town Depot. That was a pretty strenuous activity. So I went and I did computer repairs. I got a scholarship, went and did computer repairs. Still never liked computer repairs, still never liked the whole, because I'm an outdoor person. So left that and I started working at a gym called Body Fusion, where Ministry of Justice is right now on Constance Road. While there, I was teaching hand-to-hand combat police officers, correctional officers, and military personnel. During that process, I went and joined the military and did my deep sea diving, did my medicine, and did other stuff. And while transitioning, I went into bodyguarding. Now, you might ask, why bodyguarding? The skill that you're going to be a part of, always try to master that skill or your craft as best as you possibly can. So for some persons, they are good at mechanical engineering. Nothing is not wrong with that. But if you can narrow that down to being a mechanical engineer for a truck or being a mechanical engineer for BMW and be the best mechanical engineer that you can be for a specific vehicle. So it's just like a medical doctor. He's a general practitioner, which he practices medicine, but at the end of the day, he specializes. So he's either a gynecologist, whatever it is, he specializes specifically in that area. During that period of specification, what you need to also find out if there's a market for it. Now, why I might say that? Your parents might want you to become a teacher. There is nothing wrong with becoming a teacher. As a matter of fact, being a teacher is excellent. But what type of teacher are you going to become? Are you going to become the laid-back teacher in which you get paid and go home? Or you're going to become a teacher in which you will be now educating people to be the next prime minister, to be the next governor general, to be the next big thing? Rich dad, poor dad. You do not know how influential you can be in society. When I started doing bodyguarding, it was a field that I never took seriously. So I did the course here, I topped the course, and we got invited to Phalanx. Phalanx is a paramilitary contracting company. CIA, FBI, DEA, Army Rangers, Navy SEALs, paratroopers, you name it. These are the individuals that had, these were like the lecturers who had trained me to become the best at my craft. So I went overseas, topped the course, of course, came back and I said, all right then, no, I'm going to now apply all of this. But at the same point in time, I did not have the capital. I have the knowledge, have the skill, have the know-how, just like you, when which I'm looking at you and tell us, boy, you have a degree, you need 4 years work experience. Nobody is willing to give you that 4 years. So you have to now go out there and make it happen. In making it happen, you have to try as best as possible to engage the job market. So not because you are certified as an engineer, you're not going to do another craft, because that another craft, or what you'll be now being exposed to, is going to allow you to be better at becoming an engineer. Because now you have knowledge as a marketing manager, you have knowledge as an engineer, and you have also knowledge as a small man operator, a small business operator, is what they call them. So when you come to the point where in which you are now going to open a business, you already have covered so much that anybody who will be working for you, they would have to understand that, look, the boss know him thing. Don't try and go around him. If you're going to come late, call him. Say, boss, say, I'm going to reach a little bit late. You don't even have to go into details, because a lot of the times people go in details and they reach a point where they might start telling lies, right? But if it's an understanding individual and he means you good, then by all means, maybe you'll take an hour out of your pay, but he's understanding nevertheless. Now, we went through all of that just now, and it's a mouthful. It is a mouthful. The good thing, however, is that you have the privilege that a lot of people do not have, which is tertiary level education, right? Having a skill with the tertiary level education is a plus for you. But seeing that you're just finishing up, my suggestion to you is try as best as possible to have different plans. So, even though I'm a fitness trainer in the day, in the night, I'm a bodyguard. On weekends, I teach at the range. Or on a Sunday, I might go and do a dive. It doesn't really matter. You are now expanding yourself to be the best that you can be, because in truth and in fact, bills need to be paid, food need to go on the table, right? So when you are now narrow-minding yourself and saying, hey, look, I just want to become a lawyer. You just graduated what? 250 lawyers. And that is you alone in Jamaica. So you have to now think, am I going to be the best lawyer, a Bignall law, or a France and Bailey law, whatever it is? Are you going to either merge or step off that cliff to be the best lawyer that you can be? Or you can become a paralegal and you can know the way around the courthouse. You can know which judge strict from which judge slack, which lawyer the judge might give a little leeway. These things help to grow your craft even more. So when you now step in front of the judge is like, oh, Mr. Whitaker, it's a pleasure seeing you here. He knows what he's up against. The degree or that piece of paper is not what makes you who you are. It's the knowledge that you have gained or have garnered over the years and the experience that allow you to become a better individual. The paper, all the paper basically does is that it just puts you in the frame of mind to say, hey, look, I can be the best at what I can be. Here's the paper to show it. Give me the opportunity and I can allow your company to be one of the best companies ever. You step into an interview and the boss sit back and listen to your rumbling and what have you. And he asks a simple question. Whitaker. So I'll be asking him this question. What is your worst fear and why? Whitaker, answer. Hello? Thompson? Anybody there?
Which Thompson?
Yes. Which Thompson? Delroy. Delroy, yes? Delroy Thompson. What's your worst fear and why? Everybody should be thinking about this. I can call on anyone. What's your worst fear and why? Powell?
Yes, being left behind in
Being what?
things I'm doing.
Being left
Being
behind.
left behind.
Okay,
Like,
fine.
like,
Like what?
why?
Yes.
Oh, well, being left behind means that I won't be able to keep up with like the trends are progressing in society, so it might hinder me from performing at my best because I'll be discouraged or I'll lose like motivation to continue in what I'm doing.
Okay. Melissa Nelson, what's your worst fear and why? Melissa. Hello. Hi, Miss Grant.
Yes, sir.
What's your worst fear and why?
My worst fear in regards to what?
Anything in general. Some people afraid of lizards, some people afraid of roach. Anything. What's your worst fear and why?
Probably heights.
Heights.
Maybe not heights. Falling from a high
Okay.
area. Yeah.
All right, fine. Brittany Rowe, what's your worst fear and why?
My worst fear is dying and not being successful.
Okay. Fine. There we go. Okay. Peart. Worst fear and why? Hello. Anybody?
Yes,
Margaret,
sir.
what's your worst fear and why?
My worst fear is spending all this time in school and it just waste time to me. Just saying.
All right.
Sir, after all this stress, unemployment or underemployment.
All right, fine. Fine. Williamson, worst fear and why? Hello. All right. Seem like you.
Sir, can I ask a question, sir?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
The whole point of asking students what is the fear? Why are you asking that question, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna explain it to you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
because
man.
watching out because of me personally, sir. Well, if that question was asked in a job interview, sir, I would know what to tell them, right?
Yeah, what is your fear and why?
Well, no, all right. For me, sir, I don't have any fear, sir, because fear, most people look at fear as a bad thing, sir. For me, fear is not a bad thing. Fear is a good thing, sir. You know, because if you can actually learn from any. All right. So, for example, sir. So, for example, if I'm going to start a business, right, and I fear that the business may not be a success.
Yes.
Me can't look upon that as a fear. Say I have to go ahead and do what I have to do, sir.
Good.
And for me personally, I don't have no fear, sir.
All right, good. All right, so I'm going to explain the reason why.
I'm talking mainly in like in the business field and stuff like that, sir. I'm actually.
Yeah, but it's a general question, you know.
Yeah.
It's a general question.
I get that, sir.
So it doesn't necessarily mean just business field.
Mhm.
What is the worst fear and why?
Okay, well, for me, we don't really have no fear, sir.
All right, good. All right, so I'm going to explain the reason why that question is being asked. All right. And everybody, if you want, you can turn on your camera. We're just going to go through some drills and then I'll come back to answering that question. Cool? So turn on the camera. I'll go through some drills. All right. So, yeah, man. So let's turn on the camera. All right. So being at home.
Sir.
Yes. Yes. What happened? Hello? Somebody asking a question. All right. So
sir, some of us might be on our phones, so.
all right, so I'm just gonna do some demonstrations as to what you can do while you're at home during the COVID period or during the curfew, not to allow some of you to get some big belly, you know? Yeah, man. So just some general demonstration of exercises that you can do. All right? Good? Yeah, you're on your phone, but you need to answer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
there you go.
yes.
All right. So first one, stretch out the hands and we're rotating them forward. So you're going for a minute. All right. So 1 minute forward, then 1 minute back. All right. Just for a minute. Yeah, man. Easy stuff. We're going for a minute. Minute not gone yet. Continue. That is 30 seconds. Continue. 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 And then we're going to go forward now. Forward. So we're going forward. There you go. Continue. Continue, Jones. 1 minute. Going for a minute.
Fully.
Easy.
A simple thing, man.
It's simple thing. Simple thing. There you go. Continue.
Nah, stop.
Feel that burn?
Nah, no fear. Fear is up to mind, you know, sir. Remember that.
All right, sir. And then we're going to go now. So look at me now. So you're going to clap, straight up, come back down. Clap shoulder height. Going for 1 minute. 1 minute. Continue. 1 minute. So you're going shoulder height. Continue. 1 minute. Let's go. Sit here. 1 minute. Come on. 1 minute. So these are the exercises. Continue. These are some of the exercises that you can do while you're home during the pandemic, just to keep the blood circulation going. You're going to feel the burning in the shoulders. Feel the burning in the shoulders.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You do warm up first?
Yeah, man. This is the warm up.
This?
Yeah, man.
Keep the hand out. And the fingers going. Keep the hand out. Fingers going. See there? Just your fingers. Keep the hand out. Straighten your hand and just the fingers. Keep them out. Just the fingers. We're going for a minute. Just keep them out there. Feel the burn. 1 minute. Come on. 1 minute. Me not see nobody else. So I'm telling everybody else. 1 minute.
Oi.
1 minute. Feel that burn. Come on. 1 minute. All right, then we're going to the front now. Going to the front. 1 minute. Keep your hand straight. 1 minute. Come on. Straighten your hand and just your fingers. Right there. Make it burn. Come on. Make it burn. Keep it. 90 degrees. Right here. In and out. 90 degrees. In and out. Don't drop your elbow. Keep your elbows 90 degrees. Make it burn. Make it burn. Come on, 90 degrees. Feel the shoulders burning. Feel them burning.
Yeah, man,
Come on, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Shall we 30 seconds?
1 minute. Up now, up. Up and come back 90. 90. 90. So open the fingers while they're going up. Make it burn, make it burn. Open the fingers while going up. Thompson. They're right. Open the finger them. Yeah, make it burn. Come on. Make it burn. Make it burn. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Burning
Make it burn. Come on. Continue, continue, continue. And then we'll go back here again. Rotating again. 1 minute. Keep it burning. Keep the hands straight. Come on. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. Come on. And go back now. Going back now. Going back. Going back. Keep the hands straight. Keep the hands straight. Shoulder height. Shoulder height. Shoulder height. Shoulder height. Come on. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Come on. Shoulder height. Make it burn. All right, so the next thing, look at me, look at me. You're gonna put your left leg. So your left leg to the front. Right leg all the way back. Keep your hands straight. Down and up.
My God.
It's right there. Just down and up. Right here. Come on. So in the lunge position, here we go. Lunge position. Keep your hands straight. Keep your back up and down and up. Down and up. Come on. 1 minute. 1 minute of that. 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. I have 30 more seconds. Continue. And then I switch the leg now. So right leg, come on. Next leg, next leg. Next leg, come on. No, 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 next leg. Make it burn, make it burn. Next leg, let's go, let's go. Come on. Come on, Jones, let's go. Push yourself.
I'm gonna help me other one.
There you go, come on. No, no, no.
Yeah, man, it's no more.
All right, look at me now, look at me. Look, look, here. Touch, 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 touch.
Hey.
Come on, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute, come on. Touch, touch,
Touch, touch.
touch, touch, come on. 1 minute, push, 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 push. Don't stop, don't stop. 1 minute.
Simple all game, sir.
No,
Don't
sir.
stop. And then now, we switch now. So look at me. So here, switch. Switch.
My God. No.
Switch.
Yes.
Come on, switch. You switch your leg. So here, switch. Come on. Switch. Left and right, left and right. Come on.
Oh.
Then we'll go back again. Come on, go back again. All right, so switching now. Look at me. So one hand behind the head. Going. Switch. 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 Let's go. Come on. Switch. Come on. Switch. Switch. Opposite hand, opposite leg. And then hold it. Oh, no, hold it up. Hold it right here. Just hold it. Hold the body weight. Come on. Hold it. So hold your body weight. Keep your back straight. Delroy, keep your back straight. Yes. And squat now. Make it burn, make it burn. Come on. We still have 30 seconds.
Yes, me. Yes, me.
Come on. 30. 15 more. Then right here, see? Hold the position. Touch. 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 Come on. Just touch. That's all you're doing. Touching the shoulder. See it? Rocking. Touch. 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 Come on. Let's go. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Push, 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 push. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Right leg on the ground. Right leg on the ground. Left leg straight. Let's go straight up and down. So don't touch the ground, see? Jones, count.
Oh.
Count, count, count.
1, 2.
Come on.
3.
That's it, that's it.
4,
Don't stop.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We have 20 more. Come on.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Next leg, next leg, next leg. Switch. Up and down. Come on. Thomas, count.
1,
Thompson.
2.
Come on.
Come on, Thompson. Lay that one.
Thompson. Delroy. Come on. Continue count, Jones. Continue count.
What's there?
Go, Thompson.
What's there?
Come on.
10.
Go, Thompson.
11. 12. 13. 14.
All right, look, look, look. Just hold it. Just hold the position. Just hold the position. Hold it up. Just hold the position. See there? Come on. Just hold yourself up. Hold your body weight. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And down. Good job. All right. So the question was asked. Question was asked, what is your worst fear? In the military, we are trained to get the civilian aspect of your life out. Meaning, whatever your fear is, if it's heights, they will ensure that your fear of heights will come out. If you can't swim, they will ensure that you will learn to swim. And what this simply means is that you have something that is called a confidence beam, where the height ranges from 6 to 12 to 24 feet. And a lot of the times they hear people say that they go and them do the army test and them fail. But what they don't explain to people is that there are certain aspects of the military that a person will fail. If you are flat-footed, it is not expected for you to walk. It's not expected for you to walk on a confidence beam for over a lengthy period. However, if you are in a general area way in which you cannot walk, on the beam, what they will now do is they will train you over a period of time that you can do so. Now, the thing about that is that a lot of the times what people don't understand is that why we're trying to get that out here is because when the time comes, we're in which you have to do an operation and you have to now walk miles, and miles is relative. I did a counterterrorism course and my course was 8.5 months long. And for the whole of that course, I have been walking. So what they do, they give you lines of longitude and latitude. You point the graph, you get a compass, you walk to wherever. So like for argument's sake, you'll walk from Moneague in St. Ann to Kellets in Clarendon. And you are now supposed to fit up a vehicle within a required time. So they give you like half an hour to fit up the vehicle. And then you will walk from there to Morant Bay and so on and so forth. And what this does is that it helps to prepare you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Not also how to be a team player, but how to also think underneath stress. A lot of people, even during this COVID time, they find is that they have gone under depression and take a lot of medication, to try and suppress what they have been going through. Marriages have been broken up because of the whole COVID thing. Because, you and your wife were not that close. And know that you're actually in the same space, you start finding out that your wife can't cook properly. She usually order the food from a Chinese restaurant, or the husband, him just come home, take off him underpants and him shorts and just drop in the hallway and him gone show and all them stuff. So these are some of the stuff that you never picked up in your relationship before you get married. People, the hardest part about life is not enjoying it. Again, you can write that down if you want to. The hardest part about life is not enjoying it. And what I mean is this. Jamaica has 14 parishes. And a lot of people, even yourself, you have never been to Mystic Mountain, you have never been to Dolphin Cove, you have never been to Duns River Fall, you have never been to Pier 1, you have never been places in Jamaica, you have never been to some of the Blue Lagoon or Blue Hole or wherever it is. And you have people who, from Europe, come here and enjoy it. Yeah? You have a degree now, and you start working, making money, you pay off your student loan, give and take the circumstances, you apply for your NHT and get a house, whatever it is, but at the end of the day, you're still not happy. Why? You have money, but you're still not happy because you're not living your best life. And why am I saying this? Some of you, maybe it's your parents who force you to do the degree that you're doing now. Yeah, you never wanted to do it. And I'm telling the truth. Right? I know persons who, right now as I speak, who they never wanted to become a medical doctor. They just wanted the degree to show their parents that, look, I can do it. They never wanted to become a lawyer. And why sometimes you might ask, why am I picking up these professions? Because these are some of the professions that people look on to be considered a profession. They don't even look on a programmer, or they don't look on a garbage collector. They don't look on the person who cleaned the office space. Can I say, that's not work. But this was the type of work that your mom did to send you to college. Your father might be a carpenter. You don't know how hard your father have to work. If you lay a tile, if you lay 1,000 block, if you build a house, you do not know. And yet still, you go UTech, you go UE, you go Enamani, and you see guys that play domino, and you wonder how you find time to do this after your mother working at the market. How you find time to do this? Your father run taxi. Your father and mother never had the privilege that you had. No. They ensured they make it their point of duty if you say, look, me I make sure say Jones get a proper education. Jones might come from St. Thomas, but me I ensure say him get what I did not get. And you Skylark, you got integration, or you go the next party, or what have you, and then the 4 years just pass and gone. And the one course that would have allowed you to get a job at Petrojam, you failed it. You didn't get an A, you get a B-, and they are looking for somebody who has knowledge about how to mix the gas to become ethanol, and you fail chemistry. So automatically you will not get the job. So you got the interview and you fail. So these are some of the things, these are some of the stuff that people do not understand. I want the best of the best in my company. All right, let me level with you. One of the things that I do is what people watching me do. And I explain that to you. One of my jobs is private military contracting. Private military contractors are 99.9% of the time ex-military personnel who have military background, who has the capability to move under the radar. So them can't catch Jones. Jones live all the way at Brownstone. They will call me to get Jones. And as you can clearly see, I'm not properly shaved Jones. I'm not well groomed and in a jacket and tie, or I'm not sitting in an office. Well, yeah, I'm in an office, but you understand what I'm saying. So I will come to Brownstone like a taximan, or I'll come to Brownstone in some disguise that you will never know that I am coming for you. That's one of the many stuff that I do. Cool. And a lot of the times people will be like, yo, why you choose that job? Or why you choose? But sometimes is what life threw at you. So you have mastered your craft so much that it is not possible for you to, what I'm saying, dwell among men, or it is not possible for you to now sit in an office underneath ACR with jacket and tie because of my capability. So the video that you had seen was one where in which it's a security company that does bodyguarding services, and I am one of the senior lecturers and senior agent in that company. We do the things that the government do not want to do. Case in point, you recognize that a lot of things have been happening in Clarendon, and you will now wonder why it is happening. They are trying to run a road from the highway through Clarendon to somewhere in Manchester, I think it is. Yeah. And what they have found out is that a lot of these so-called bad men extort people. And I say, oh, you know, Chinaman, we need money for this. But then my phone ring. If you understand what I mean. And then things happen. Now, why I'm telling you this, it wasn't a need to know, but the healthier you are, the more wealthier you are. Again, the healthier you are, the more wealthier you. So I have to run 10 miles every single day. I said, but that don't make no sense. Why am I run 10 miles? Because it's a part of my job description. So whether rain or fall or sun or shine, I have to run that 10 miles. I have to ensure that I can carry at least 50% of my body weight over a period of 2.5 miles without running out of breath. That 50%, you're talking about your knapsack, which is weighing something like about 100, 180, 110, depending, because you're talking about surviving for 72 hours. Plus, you have medical kits, medical gear, your vests, magazines, carbine, Glock. You understand the whole thing. Your tools where you use and work. You have to now move all of that from one point to the next without a vehicle. Okay, you're doing it under disguise. The government can stop crime, which is a whole new thing in a different video. But crime can be stopped. But if you recognize that one of the main reasons why they do not want that to happen is that it's going to affect the economy. And you might wonder why. How would that affect the economy? All right, so the government, me, apply to IMF for money. You have to now show IMF what you're going to use that money to do. You understand, Jones? Good.
Yes, sir.
Now you are saying crime and violence is one of the highest things in the country. If you are not showing that crime and violence is happening in Montego Bay, which is affecting the tourism sector, Ocho Rios, Kingston is the hub of Jamaica. So everything come in and transport. Then IMF will say, but you don't need the money. So when them look on crime and violence, I must say, all right then, yeah, maybe they need $1 billion. Half go to JCF, half go to the military. But at the same point in time, they will now have to show. So them do one drug bust the other day. So them take off how much gun off a street the other day. And the curfew is very important. These are some of the things that they will have to show IMF that they can able to get money. The same thing when it comes on to you working into our industry. You get your degree or you get a diploma and you go into the industry. You have to now show why is it that your boss hired you over everybody else. So you not have the 4-year experience. You never did go hard and get no skill. You have to now show why is it that you will work into Petrojam and make Petrojam a better company. You will be working into JPS and make it a better company. And why I'm telling you this is because you are going to be the benchmarkers for the next decade coming up. COVID had struck, and everybody has to know what we are now doing, learn into a different venue. Yeah? Just imagine out of your class, how much persons have access to a smartphone, access to Wi-Fi. Some people will live all the way up in a St. Thomas, way back in a Westmoreland, that don't have access to these things. How these persons are going to learn? You understand me? And these are the same persons who are going to go out and seek job. You have to be the best of the best at whatever you are doing. Don't drop the ball, because every single time you come work late, it is marked down. You might not see them mark it down, your supervisor, your manager, your boss, but it is marked down. Every single time you go to the restroom, it is marked down. Worst of all, when you're not producing enough that the company can say, yeah man, him look like we can put him up to a supervisor within 6 months or within a year, or a manager within the next 2 years. Worse, when they recognize that you're not pulling your own weight as a team player, it becomes an issue. What did you eat this morning, Thompson? Delroy, what you eat this morning?
Sir, Cheerios, cereal.
All right. And Jones a laugh, cause I look like Jones eat something heavier. Jones, what you eat?
Some porridge we drink though.
Porridge. What kind of porridge?
Some fried dumpling and steamed vegetable, you know?
All right, good. No problem. All right. Grant, what you eat this morning for breakfast? Hello, Grant? Brittany Rowe, what you eat this morning for breakfast? Are these persons are on call?
Sir,
Yeah, what you had for breakfast this morning?
cup soup.
Ooh, okay then. Oh, as in the Chinese made cup soup?
I guess
Okay. Ashley, what you had for breakfast this morning? Hello. Smith, what you had for breakfast this morning? Well, like them people, them not debut. Johnson, Orlando, what you had for breakfast this morning? And them people are just lagging.
All right, sir. Here with me have for breakfast this morning.
Come on.
You take assignments.
You
Yeah, man. You take assignments.
Yeah, serious.
Non-stop.
So your nutrition is important. That's why I'm a bring it up. Nutrition is very important. You can't study. You say you study. So the Bible says study to show thyself approved. You can't study and you not eat proper meal. Who just
That's true, sir.
White. What's your blood type?
I honestly don't know. I have never checked it out.
Yes.
Which is a bad idea.
Exactly. Jones, why your blood type?
Same, sir. I know, sir.
Yes, sir. Thompson, why your blood type? Delroy, why your blood type?
It's something positive, sir. I think I don't quite think is the one that can take but not give or something like that.
So it's all negative. All negative. All right. So,
sir?
Yeah, here's the reason why I asked that question. Based on the type of blood that you have, that will determine how you're supposed to eat. I am allergic to pork, shrimp, lobster, anything shell-based or anything that it's pork-based. And I learned that in a very hard way. I get a vaccine and then all of my face starts swell up, lean up, hand can't move. I wonder what go on. Yeah? Twitch up and all them things there. But yeah, you need to find out what your blood type is that you can able to eat correctly according to your blood type. So you recognize, say I put on a belly and you wonder why. I say, but usually play ball, usually play a little cricket, run up and down tracks and all them things. How me start grow a belly? That's because, yes.
It's an interesting topic for me, sir. But how do I find out like what matches my type? Because I never really studied anything like that.
No, man, you just all you need to do, listen to me. You just go to the blood bank, got the blood bank, and they're gonna just prick your finger, they're gonna drop it into a solution. That solution will tell them the type of blood that you have. That's all. You don't need to go into no details to give blood or what have you. And then from there now, you just Google it, your blood type, and you're going to see a list or a range of stuff that you should eat according to your blood type. And then you can just make a diet out of that. You understand me? All of them refined food wanna eat, them burger and KFC and patty and all them stuff. And that'll mess you up. Because the refined food do not get enough time to process. That's the reason why it have a shelf life. They add so much MSG in the food. Yeah? Like our Grant now we eat the cup noodle. That now process until our next 2 days. You know? Grant, sad to say, that I go there in our system for quite some time. Because if you recognize when you look on the shelf, so you buy, argument's sake, you go and you buy like the famous thing where everybody love buy, mac and cheese. You look at the back of it. Look at the expiry date where it's a FDA approved. Food Drug Administration or Food Drug Association. The length of time that they have given you for expiry date. Sardine, tuna. Look on it and then you can see when I consume this Monday and I consume this again on Wednesday. Remember, I said the Monday food no come out of your system yet, you know? Because it's not like you're a very active person. Yeah? For me, I will drink like, you know, the 1.5 liter bottle of water, the one with the handle, the one. Me drink like 2 of that per day. And you might ask me, why am I drinking some? Because of my job description. Fitness trainer, me have to ensure say me I drink water consistently because my job requires that to do. It's the same thing. You can't drive one Axio, one Toyota Axio, and then you go at the pump to get diesel for throwing at the Axio. That don't make no sense. According to the body type, you have to eat according to that. So you cut out the rice, you cut out the flour, you cut out bread, you cut out certain things that is going to hold you back because now you start recognizing when you study, you start to fall asleep and you wonder why. Everybody write down this. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. Write it down. Good. You take ginkgo biloba depending on the milligram, 15 minutes to half an hour before you start studying. What the ginkgo biloba does.
Yeah, man, make you have remembrance.
Good. There you go. It's well, necessarily remembrance, but it speed up the blood flow to your brain to allow you to retain information even more. Yeah? That's what it does. But you have to drink a lot of water.
Sir,
Yes, who that?
sir, excuse me. Where do you get it?
Who this? Who this?
I get it at any pharmacy.
Water. I don't know water. I don't hear. Name. Water. Stephanie, yes. Where's the note, Steph?
I was just asking, where do you get it to buy?
Oh, you can go to the health food store. They sell it. You can buy it by the dozen or buy it by the bottle. I can just order it online. Amazon. Yeah? So it's ginkgo biloba. However, before you start taking the ginkgo, my suggestion to you, do a detox. And what the detox basically does, you remember when you usually go to high school and your grandmother or your mother usually give you something before you go back to school to flush you out? Good. Yeah, man, some of that little bush tea there. You need to, what the detox do is flush out all of them bad food within your system and store up for a long time. A study was shown recently with a guy purchased a hamburger at McDonald's and he locked it up in a glass container. And literally for 2 years, you can Google it, not even mold grew up on it. So imagine when you eat that and that go in your system, the length of time will it take to come out of your system. So you eat a burger every single other day. All of that keep on add up. Yes, Myers.
Hello, sir. Hi.
Yeah, man.
I understand what you're saying with the food. Forget like the burger and the KFC, cut that out of your diet. But as a student with a lot of financial problems, buying healthy food, the only thing we can afford is those cheap processing foods.
All right. I'm glad they bring up that. I'm glad they bring up that. You listen now? You listening, Myers?
Yes, sir. I'm listening. Yes, sir.
So There is nothing wrong with what you just said. I'm actually agreeing with you. But here is how you solve that problem. How much friends do you have in this group?
Well, I'm a first year. I'm new, so I don't really know anyone.
No problem. And we're going to come back to that again because networking is very important. Because the same people them we're there in the group with now, the same persons we're in class with, are the same people them are going to meet in the work industry. So maybe Jones get a big boss out of JPS. And guess what? Because you never interacted with Jones in the class, you send in your resume. Jones, I said, well, we know that name, fam. They do one class with a girl, you know. But at the end of the day, because you did so Ike Myers, Jones now give the boss. You understand me?
No, sir, I'm not hype. But you say shy. But you say shy.
Shy and do more networking. Networking is very important, people. It is very, very important. You will be amazed. Sometimes when I go on my operation, one guy from China, one guy from Russia, one guy from Germany, I do not know them. But because of the type of training that I have done, we are very interconnected. So we do a 4-man team and we have clear one room. We have an idea of how to clear a room. And we'll practice it so much that it become a part of it. Yeah? Try as best as possible to network properly. Come together, study together, because there is something where Jones know where you don't know Myers. And there's something where you know Myers where Jones don't know. Iron sharpened iron. Going back to the food. Why I bring up having friendship? Having good friends, that is. Not the fake one. Then. The friendship allows you to understand, say, look, I can afford to buy 1 banana, while Jones can afford to buy a dozen bananas. In this equation, the 1 banana are going to last you for a day, while Jones 1 dozen are going to last him for 2 weeks. Cool? Now, here's where the barter system comes into play. What is it that you are willing to trade to Jones, food-wise, to Jones, that is going to allow you now to understand how important a friendship is? All right. As I said before, I'm allergic to pork. Cool? Couple years back, we went on a bush training, and one of the guy that was beside me, him never liked beef and him never liked chicken. So we traded. So I gave him my pork, and of course, him give me what him have. Yeah? And that's how we became friends. He left the military and became a lawyer. And then him get married, went to England, so on and so forth. And years after, literally years after, when I was also the fitness trainer for the Paralympic team years ago. When I went to Lyon, France, then at England, I hear this guy call me, yo, what? I said, you know, because, well, of course, his facial expression was totally different from now, because he was properly groomed. I drive an Audi and have 2 kids I run up and down side of him. So, of course, yeah, you are trying to take back what you knew about the person to where you don't know. And yeah, and just because of that barter system, I end up staying at that guy's house with his family for 1 week. You understand me? So while the layover, and I think something had happened while the plane couldn't, I had to wait until the next week. So of course, me wouldn't have nowhere to stay. And I see the guy see me, you know, explain my situation, only to find out, say, somebody will, and that was it. So you're saying to me that you cannot afford a proper meal. All right, fine. Buy a meal that is sufficient enough to last you over a period of time. Yeah? So you buy the yam, you make sure you boil the yam. You understand me? You're Irish, your green banana, and you make sure you package it out. Yeah? For some persons, them not like, what they call it warm-up food, them not like that. But you have to subsalt your wooden spoon until you can reach where you reach. You get me? A whole heap of green man go and salt me eat. And see me here now. You understand me there? I mean, I talk from right or so. Things don't just fall in your hand, Myers. And hence the reason why I'm saying to you, do not, at no point in time, do not limit yourself to wherever you want to reach. Never you do that. The sky is the limit. You understand me? Every success path is different. Just like as though you run through one shortcut for reach down on the next road, some people might go left, some people might go right. Some people might reach the success ladder way up above you, but you don't know where them do for reach there. You understand me? So nobody bad mind them. Yeah? All you need to do is tough it up until your breakthrough come, because you'll be amazed to see. All right. I was operation supervisor for a security firm 3 years ago. And I trained some security officers, basic security, hand-to-hand combat, how to patrol, simple stuff. And there was this guy, his fear was dogs. I mean, that guy just afraid of dog, you will never believe it. You want to see a big grown man cry? Dog. So I'm that, when he graduated from the course, first thing we then give him, a dog. And them sending him down a BOJ for go work. Now, every single time a lady usually come in the office, this lady come with her handbag and bag and stuff. He usually escort her to the step of BOJ, because the security guards that are on the outside is a total different security guard that is in the inside of the building. Yeah. So he did not have any clearance, and furthermore, him have the dog to take care of. Cool. And there was this man on the 12th floor that was always looking down, and every single morning religiously the man watch that one. And the man come to him and him say, Jones, you have a driver's license? And I say, boy, no, you know, Mr. B, I don't have a driver's license, you know. I said, all right, try and get one. So, you know, of course, Jones, I wonder. But anyway, Jones went, get him driver's license. 2 weeks after, the man come to him and say, hey, Jones, you like a cup of tea? I said, boy, Mr. B, I like a cup of tea, you know, but can't leave dog out there, because, you know, the dog are in priorities. And I said, all right, cool. So I go for the tea, bring come and give man. Him out there. I said, Jones, you have a jacket suit? I said, boy, no, you know, Mr. B, I don't have a suit. And I said, all right, get one. Jones go and father, get 2 old jacket suit, you know, dry clean them and sort them out. Listen what I say, you know, people. When I was doing the training with Jones, I asked Jones what he wanted to become, and he said he wanted to become a medical doctor. I said, all right, fair enough. And remember, you know, security guard, just CXCs, you know, no degree, no nothing. And I told him the same thing, the sky is the limit. He said, all right, Mr. B. And the man from the 12th floor is one of the directors for BOJ. And he wanted a bodyguard for that little lady that keep on coming in every single morning, because that little lady is his wife. Cool. Jones lived down a trench town. So of course I talk about relocation. I talk about ghetto youth. He don't know nothing about educating himself. As a matter of fact, I think the highest level of education that he had gotten was a heart certificate. Not looking down on heart, but just explain to you. Yeah, reach the level we're on there right now. And Jones accepted the position as a bodyguard, and Jones had access to at least 5 different vehicles. Yeah, all right. Left the company, move forward. One day, I jog through UA, I jog on the compound, and you know, I do my little rotation. And I see one car pull up side of me. So I was apprehensive. I wonder, window wind down and everything. And yo, Mr. B, you are going? Pull over the car and jump out and hug me. So I said, because I wonder where I know this guy from. And I say, you know, remember me down? And I said, no, I remember. And I say, yeah, man, I'm me, man. Jones from class, so and so, man. I said, I still don't remember. Long and short, people, he got the privilege to bodyguard the lady. He moved from Trenchtown. Them give him one room dwelling, one studio, one at the back of the house. You know the Mona house them stay. And him rent round at the back there, so. And not only that, BOJ offer a 1%. So if you want to go back to school, they will give you 1%. And this is some of the things you need to know when you're applying to a company. You need to know some of the benefits that you will be getting into. So, boom, and do that. Take the tuition and go do medicine while still bodyguarding the lady. Never have no furniture in the place. Must roll out and sleep on the ground. But long and short, he had become a medical doctor. That's where I'm getting to. You understand me there? So I done him done. Come in a parking lot and I drive off and him see me. Now, people, you don't understand. Jamaica 14 parish. You have 52 states in our United States. Yeah? Hawaii make 2. So you have 51, 52. Africa is another. Canada is another. There is so much out there just waiting, literally like the palm of your hand. Just a wait. Don't limit yourself and say, boy, I genuinely say, I do some bus driving work I can do. While become a bus driver, you cannot do something else until you get more money, till you can buy more bus. And guess what? You can now get a fleet and get drivers fair drive for you. So you have to think big, think wide, expand your horizon so far beyond your widest imagination that you will never understand. All right, you want to go do programming. Be the best programmer that you can be. Make Scotiabank or Jamaica National or one of them high business, they want you, they need you. Be the best that you can be at whatever job market you are going to go into. Jones, go on.
Sometimes it don't necessarily mean you have to be the best, but what you can do is be the first.
That too, be the first. There you go. That's a good point. That is an excellent point. And make everybody also come after you, follow you. So you are the benchmarker.
Yeah, man.
You understand me? So your nutrition is very important, Myers. Try and eat properly. Try and get adequate rest. Try and drink enough water. Try and exercise as best as you possibly can. And as I said to you before, you don't necessarily have to go outside where exercise is concerned. You can see there, right in your room, right in a little space, some very basic stuff. Go up on YouTube, just like as all the lecturer will give one topic and understand the topic clearly. Boom, you research it, do the same thing when it comes on to your health. Because this is what is going to push you. I remember, your body, I will get it to where you want to go, So yes, yeah, beat the book now. Yes, them a killer with all the work and all them stuff there. But at the end of the day, the lecturer see it fit that they know what is to be expected on the outside. You don't know yet. You have 1 and 2 persons where them parents might allow them to come into them business and see how the business run and all them stuff there. But I can assure you that is a total different thing when you are working under people who believe that they are superior to you and you are inferior to them. They will be always looking down on you and you looking up to them. Do you understand me? So you have to know what you want out of this whole life or out of this whole game. Now, any questions so far? Any questions?
No, man, everything clear so far for me, sir.
Everything clear so far. Anybody else have any questions at all? Hello?
No, sir.
All right. We'll move on to another aspect, which is a very touchy one that persons do not like to tell you guys before you step out. And I met up on it personally and I just share it with you. Cool? Now, respect, commitment, honesty, loyalty, discipline. sometimes what a lot of people do not understand is that because of how honest you are, because of how loyal you are, the level of discipline we have, the commitment to the job, the knowledge base we have, people will always find a fault with you. Yeah? People always say two things about you, negative and positive. Always use the negative and turn it into a positive light. All right? Prime example. Jones, you wear a white shirt, come at work, and a little spill drop on it. And then come and say, boy, oh man, not super sure, man. Instead of saying something negative, yeah, thank you very much. You go into the bathroom, you get the little soap or like a hand towel and you try to wipe it out until it dry. Cool? Good? Do not reply to the person with a negative, because it might be that person and the boss, a friend, or the manager or your supervisor, and then them will write you up. So in the job market, them write you up. Once them write you up 3 times, you know that go. You're going for interview and you're fired. Some places are 2. Cool? You're late for work. Don't try to go around the fact that you're late for work, because the first 3 months, which was your probational period, you ensure you reach your work on time. So why you late for work? Don't come up with no story, say your uncle did dead and baby, sir, my humblest of apologies. I was late, you know, beyond my control. It was circumstances beyond my control, but I was late. Your boss will more respect that than you give him one story and then him find out that it is a lie. Integrity. So you work into a vault with billions of dollars and you just tell your boss, say, your uncle did dead last week and you have to prepare for a funeral. And if I know, say, nothing like that. Things like them there will make you lose a job. I've seen cases in which companies call me in to do a security consultation. Yeah? And another security company came there and did their bidding. I did not know. You understand me? I never went there and cut any corners. Me just come, say what me have to say based on my expertise and my knowledge. Yeah? And the man was more willing to pay me what I asked for and gave me more on top of it, because he recognized that I did not swindle him out of his money. While the other company, what they basically, so every company will meet up at Pegasus like every other year or every year around the time when the budget going to read. And if you recognize like Ligani Lane, if you look on the amount of times that different security companies have been working there, so you have Quest, you have King Alarm, you have, because what they do, they lobby or they bid. So them say, all right, then give me $10 million for the year and I can watch the complex. My security officers, they are exceptionally well. And you would have to now put on the table, why is it that you are going to choose my company over somebody else's company? So you basically sell the company or you sell yourself, yeah? Now, the other company, they are telling about them a response team and all them stuff there. We just went ahead and just tell them straight up, look, guards are very reliable and they will do the work effectively. Yeah? To the point. People like that. People like when you tell them straight up, don't beat around the bush and I try to use some big terminologies where the way out of your expertise or the way out of your knowledge base, because that will mess you up. It will come back and haunt you. If 72% of the population is uneducated, who are the persons who went and vote? Because the educated people in their work. So who go vote? Question. Who go vote? Who them wrap up $5,000 and put in a t-shirt and give? Who go vote? The uneducated people. And if you then a parliament and you are say $5 billion was allocated for the road to be repaved or resurfaced, and 72% of the population is uneducated, you think say the uneducated people are gonna understand what you just say? It's the same thing when it comes on to work. Make people understand what you're saying clearly. Don't make people have to think and I say, why? Your lecturer take up the work and he might look through it and he might say, oh man, but last time I talked to Jones, man, he was clear on the topic. No, Jones was write one bag of something where he nah make no sense. It's the same thing when you go out there in the work industry. You have to ensure, say, you know where you're about, you know where you're from. You can't be an engineer and I run one drain across one main road. That don't make no sense. Because when one heavy duty truck come down the road with marl or dirt, it'll go crumble. And you leave one big hole in the middle of the road. So these are some of the things where, as I said before, master your craft. Yeah? Be the first, like what Joan said, or be the best at it. Don't allow people to be the forerunner. Yeah? Make people proud of you because of what you stand for. You're disciplined, you're loyal. That you tell him come and work on time, him not mix up in no foolishness, him know where I'm about. You come work, you do your work, you guy yard. You cannot come and work half drunk and smell rum and that can't work. Because the first 3 months, you made it quite clear that you did not drink. No, they might have a random drugs test. They might have a random drugs test and you're going to feel it.
Real, sir.
Yeah. Be as...
Sir.
Yes.
What is, sir? Let me get to understand, sir. You have about 95% of people who are spiritually immature, right? And you have the next 5% of people who are spiritually mature. So you can't make it 95% of idiot tell you dictate what you're supposed to do because them not no sense. I must say the people that have sense for them the population kind of less than the people that not no sense population more. So you can't make people that not no sense impact you. You get me? You have simple thing, man.
You have a point.
Yeah, so you have to say people who have sense.
All right, so I'm going to lick you with something now, Jones. Hear this now. You listen?
Come on, I listen.
So years ago, a truck stuck underneath a bridge. The bridge was 32 feet high, and of course the truck was higher than that, and the truck stuck underneath the bridge. Listen carefully, you know. A madman come and the madman say, hey, well, they considered him mad, but he was actually homeless. So let out some air out of all of the tire them and make the truck roll back. Everybody going, oh, foolishness. It made no sense. Now an engineer came, and the engineer said what? The same thing. Same thing. Never hear that. Hello?
Yeah, break up.
All right, I'm not hearing that person, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Not working.
I think they accidentally left their mic on.
Yes.
Arisa? Arisa? Mic.
Hello. All right, so I'm saying it's the same thing that you need to understand. Sometimes persons might say something to you, but you have to take the sense out of it. So you have to take the sense out of nonsense. Yeah? So you have to now sit down and strategize what exactly you want to do. Because majority of you guys are what, first year students? First year?
No, sir. I'm in my third year, sir.
Good?
Second year.
Second year, good. So everybody is at a different level. All right? Now, this pandemic has messed up a lot of things more than you know. All I want you to understand is that no matter what, don't stop. Just go forward. No stop. You understand me? Don't stop. You have an opportunity to something we call them generational wealth. I don't know if you guys read a lot of books, but try and read a book we call them Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know it, man.
Try and read a book, Art of War, Art of Seduction, Who Stole My Cheese. It's just a range of books. The thing is that I read a lot of books, yeah, because that is how I gain my knowledge to be the best that I could have become in my craft, right? Now, one of the things that you did not know, when we never did tell you, is that I've been doing martial arts from I was 4. And I have recently, 3 years ago, have gotten my professorship. So in self-defense, you go up to black belt, and then when you reach black belt, the black belt is now broken down in different levels. You have first degree, second degree, go down, you reach professorship, then you reach grandmaster. Yeah. So what this simply means is that I can open a studio, martial arts studio, or I can train a specific type of art in whatever way I want to train it, or whatever way I see fit to train it. Why I just tell you that? I've been doing martial arts from I was 4. And I got my professorship when I was 35, 34, somewhere there. Which simply means what? Life continues. Education continues. So even though I had reached black belt level, I said, boy, I can still go further. And I push myself to that level in which it has allowed me now to become a professor. You understand me? So people, you don't know what you have, the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of experience that you're going to garner, especially when it comes on to the fact that some people is before others. The persons where they're before others, try and help the people where they're behind. You understand me there? People where try to get up to that level, you might never know. Yeah? Don't be selfish with information. Don't be selfish, because at the end of the day, as I said before, I wanna go there. 14 parish, it's a very big world. And Jamaica is a little dot in comparison to other places. But it's a very big world. Canada came here the other day and took what? 14,000 teachers, 252,000 nurses. They took people from JPS, they took people from Jamalco, they took people from, you understand me there? And Jamaica is still flooding when it comes on to putting out people in the industry. It's not like you can done engineering, not like you can done nursing, and then you understand, people will always need people for you to do the job. But is it that you are willing to do the work? That's the question. For the amount of time where you go to school, I learn about vowels and all them something. You are at a level now where you do add math, where you change numbers into letters, things where your parents and foreparents that didn't think about. Your foreparents them all they know about what do I tie out goat and tie out cow and how to milk cow and all them stuff there. you get the opportunity as a Jones, as a Thompson, as a Myers to be the first person in your era. Not only in a pandemic time, but to be the best that you can be in your field. Don't mess it up. Don't spend time and waste it. And I watch movie. I watch the next best thing. I watch the next series. I'm not saying to don't have fun, people. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't have the time. You do not have the time. The amount of people were dead over this year alone. Imagine your family member dead and you can't go to the funeral. These are some of the things where you need to look at. These are some of the things where you need to understand that you are bringing forth a change. And that's why it hurt me so much when politicians say them are got in a power to change things and them go there and they make it worse. Man get money to get laptop for people to become more educated, to become more versatile and educated, and you thief the money. Man get money for build bridge, and instead of in bridge one dual walkway and one dual carriage or road can go up and you thief half of the money, and then the rest of the money you go Lego, you go open your own business. There is so much negative that is around. Try and be the best positive that there is. Be a light, be a beacon. Step out of the norm. The norm is partying. The norm is drinking and getting drunk. The norm is burning how much weed they can burn. That's the norm now. Step away from that and see how much knowledge you can gain. Albert Einstein is what? 7.5% time brain power. And he has never been to space. But yet still everybody that has been to space, if you have a PhD or a master's, them have to do the formula where Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein couldn't talk up until him was 5 or 7 years old. And everybody say him a the idiot. You understand me there? So when you look at me and tell me say you can't accomplish a course or a particle exam and you have so much people around you, somebody were good in a computing, but you make pride and you make ego mess you up and make you fail one course. That a 250,000 we gone down the drain where your mother, their market a sell all long forget to send you go school and you just waste it. Your father load bus or your father run taxi. That's what I'm saying, people. Try and use the opportunity where you only get one shot at this. You don't have no time to miss. One shot. Make it happen. I never got the privilege to go to a UTech or U, and everybody that thinks, no. I got a lot of scholarships and a lot of programs that I've been on, and the top the program them. Yeah, so much so that I was invited to go to Georgia to do my bodyguard course. I'm gonna go over there and top it. So that is what I try to tell you. You get an opportunity. It's a life opportunity. It's a life-changing opportunity that you will never get again. When me get one B plus, one B, me ball, Cause my standard at A plus. Cause me know so when I get a B minus, you drop your grade. So you get 5 A plus and then you get a B plus. Your grade I go drop. Your 3.4 average I go down, my friend. You get me? Don't limit time. You have 24 hours in a one day. You'll be amazed to see what I can do 24 hours. Sometimes even me sit down and amazed. I have to read a book before I go on my bed, whether it's by audio or by hard copy. Me have to read because I break myself into that. From me young, my mother cut off the end of the TV and turn the TV to a wall. She said, you can't watch people where I make money. That not spell no sense. Yeah? You need to make money and make people watch you. And I took that philosophy and run with it. Every single opportunity that I got, book. And where it has got me from meeting the Prime Minister meeting the GG, meeting what them call them governors in the states, meeting people who I in my wildest dreams I would have never known me that book upon. Just bodyguarding them. Yeah, I say, but someone that looks so ugly, my bodyguard people. I ugly people I want. You understand me? But you have to understand, you have to understand what you have in your position, which is this. This is what changed everything. This is what makes you or break you, how you think, or you comprehend, or you understand information. If you don't understand, you don't understand. Say you don't understand. Because guess what? You will go fake in the next 4 years. When you don't understand, say you have to clear the magazine and let out the round before you unload and reload. I might say that a while ago, people are wondering, what sir just say a while ago? It's the same thing, like opening a cornflakes box. Yeah, man. Or if you open a cornflakes box, you need to know how to do it properly. You need to open your mind. Don't limit yourself to information. We are at the information age, and you'll be amazed to see some stuff that is out there. You will be amazed. You just right now, just then you're a little bubble and you think, say, boy, my little room, me then I'm safe. And that I eat. No, there is so much things happening around you right now that you wouldn't even know. So much. And the world is just out there waiting for you to add your little much to it. I don't know if Mr. Francis agree with what I say, but personally, I wish you guys all the best, honestly. And yeah, go see me around. You go see me around the place. Ugly face can't miss. You go see me around the place. But whatever you do, people, put God first, and by all means, study. Make sure so you know the information. Don't try to cram it, and then when I check it out, yes, you passed. No. You pass. No, you know. But when they're under 120 feet of water, and they might tell you, say, how to mix the naphtha gas in able to cut off the metal where they're underneath the ship. And you try to remember how that work again. How? Because guess what happened? You did cram it. You never study. You cram it for pass the test, so you're going to blow up yourself underneath the people in the ship. You have to know.
Yeah, man, really, man.
Know the material. Study.
You have study if you understand, you study if you pass.
Exactly. And if you don't understand it, ask. Yeah?
But sir, cram it give way. So the cram it give us.
Coming.
Sir, right now, sir, no. The rough, sir, cram it work just on top, no break.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you. Even though the work is on top, when you actually pass and get the paper, that is when I try to tell you. You get that piece of paper, ensure, say, you know the material. Yeah? Go back through the material. So you're going to restart, readjust, reset, refocus. And you're going to do it as much time as you possibly can. Do it so till you can't do it no more. Restart, readjust, reset, refocus, and go again. Yeah? People look by you and tell you, say, you're not going to make it. Use that as your gasoline in your fire and show them. Look a country boy you come from, we are on one cane field. Yeah, man. You don't worry yourself about that. The next 4 years, who are going to laugh last? Because people are going to say negative things. You're worthless like your papa. You're ugly like your... People are going to say these things. Worst of all, if it is a single parent household, people are going to say these things. Use your tears them and make you become the best person that you can be. People, me can tell you something. I will let me go through. I study underneath street light. Gunshot of fire and all that. Man come to me and say, yo, come join the gang. And I can safely say it. But for those men who know there, Not social distancing 6 feet, but 6 feet under. Yeah? Either they're in a prison or I look over them shoulder. And I can go any and everywhere. You understand me? And that is not with my security clearance. That, you know, you don't want to live a life in which you're always, I think, negative or you're in a negative space. Try best as possible to hang around people that will positively uplift you. People when I hang around are more older people for me, because that is where you get wisdom from. You don't want to make the same mistake what them did make. You don't want to have 12 picnic out the road and you can't even take care of yourself. Them thing there, no on. Gentlemen, when you know me I talk about. Yeah, you can't have a move like you're there over the place, like you lose a screw. Try and focus all your energy. Women will more respect you for that. You understand me there? Women will more respect you. Females, try as best as possible to love yourself. Man too. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. You can't show love to other people if you don't love yourself. And if you want to talk to somebody, my number always open. You understand me there? If you call me and get me, more likely me depend some bodyguarding mission or me a dive or something. But at the end of the day, call me and I will call you back. I will respond to you. Leave a message. WhatsApp me. Something. People in the world, they're here to help you. If you don't want help, you are going to walk away from it. So the further you walk away from it, is almost like me I call Jones. I mean, stand up out of you take it and I call Jones. I go Jones, I walk up a pay. The further Jones walk away from you, now hear me. It's the same thing with life. The further you walk away from help, you're not going to get it. And don't expect things to come and just drop in your laps and say it work. For some people, it might happen. But I say it work. You have to work for that. It not just comes to my friend. As I tell you, it's a lot you don't know about me, and the time now go allow it. But I am telling you, don't limit yourself. Yeah, restart, refocus. Get me? And go again. Try and as best as possible. This is what I want everybody to do. So forget everything I'm saying. Everything don't make sense. You're gonna get a cartridge paper, white cartridge paper, and you're going to do something which is called a vision board. You might have said, sir, but today in one pandemic, so what? So what? So because of a pandemic, there's a stop live. You're going to do up a vision board. You're going to write down long-term goals or short-term goals. No matter if I even buy one fan tomorrow morning. Long-term, short-term. And what you're going to do, you're going to put those goals on your wall. Every single time you wake up, every single time you sneeze, you got the bathroom, you come here, you put on your clothes, you're supposed to see it. Wherever it there, if you want to write all 10 cartridge paper, put them. Lie down on your bed, you want to put it in your ceiling, you put it. Because what that is going to do now is that it's going to help you to channel the energy that you have to achieve your goal. Somebody told me this years ago, and I think it was last night I looked on a vision board and I recognized that at least 80% of what they on my board may accomplish. 80. And I not even recognize it. Because every single time I get up, it fuel me. If I wake up in the morning, it fuel me if you're not late for work. It fuel me if you know so I'm going to go work, grinding time, work time. Boss, I tell you foolishness, and what I don't make it stress you. Just, oh, yes, sir. No, sir. And you move right along. You understand me there? You want to do the overtime? No problem. And if you and your girlfriend anniversary, you call her, explain to her the situation. You're going to do your thing. Right? And gentlemen, please don't take up your hand and lick people, girl, pick me. That not gonna happen. Yes? If the woman wants to leave, allow her to go. Because we're seeing a rise of that in a Jamaican society now. A man kill people and then kill himself. It's not worth it, my friend. That never solved the problem. That only made the problem worse. And now there's a fatherless child and there's a motherless child. Yeah? So love yourself so you can love others. Do up your vision board. Restart, refocus. Yeah? Do what you need to get done. It was a pleasure having this wonderful discussion. Sir Francis, I don't know if you're still there. Hello? I can go on.
Yes, I'm here. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bailey, for taking time out of your very busy schedule to have come and spoken to us. You have said much, very much, but I'm sure out of it, there were things that you highlighted. There were things that we can all take from this presentation and run with and walk with. So again, want to say thank you. And I trust that we will take something from this presentation and run with it. So thank you again, Mr. Bailey. We truly appreciate you taking the time to come and impart onto us your knowledge, your experience, and everything to show us that we can achieve and we can make things possible by putting in the work. So thank you, Mr. Bailey.
Mr. Bailey, you now leave a number.
Oh, Mr. Francis, have it, all right. It's 402 8617. That's 402 8617. Anything you want to call me and talk about. Anything. All right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Anything. A wonderful day.
Same to you.
Yeah.